Good evening. This is Lotta Balata with Mostly Nothing News. Your number one source for news you didn't know you didn't need. I'm a little behind on current events because I've been playing Elden Ring, finally, and Helldivers 2. Now, let's get into today's top report. Trouble in Paradise, and by paradise I mean Glasgow. I'm sure at this point you've already been caught up to speed about the Willy Wonka misfortune. Now, unlike the real Willy Wonka experience, there were no, how you say, vertically averse people who were orange with green hair. There were no magical candies. There was very minimal in the way of whimsical aesthetics, and there were no mysteriously disappearing children presumed dead. Yeah, no, in the movie I think he killed those kids, seriously. But in this case, no kids were hurt, just their feelings. Lots of crying kids, lots of tears. But I'll tell you what there wasn't a lot of was chocolate. If you're familiar with the franchise, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, he owns a chocolate factory. Same thing with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So why didn't they just get chocolate? I don't know. What they did give the kids was a singular jelly bean. It's like $5 for a bag of jelly beans. They could have just got like Halloween candy. Even if they gave them one piece of just regular candy, it would have still been problematic. But that's not even a full serving of candy. One jelly bean. It's like, I don't know, 10 jelly beans per serving, I would imagine, at least. Not one. One's surely not enough. That's just a sugar pill at that point. But obviously you don't want the kids to get thirsty. Of course they gave him Willy Wonka's signature lemonade. Yeah, no, that's what he's known for. And they were met with this lady, who actually seems like a very sweet lady, and has been getting relentlessly cooked on social media because of this. For when she got paid like 500 pounds, 500 British pound or something, which is just not worth the damage. I mean, who knows? Maybe she's getting clout at this point. I don't know. She's gonna start like a Oompa Loompa OnlyFans or something. I don't know. Hey, you gotta capitalize. You gotta make hay while the sun's shining, right? Or whatever. I don't know. No, she seems like a really sweet lady. She was just trying to do an acting job, and contrary to my theory, she actually does aspire to work with children. So she was very, very stoked about the idea of working with people who seemingly cared about putting on a nice event for children, and was disappointed to find out that was not the case. Big red flag right out the gate. The promo material, you've heard it already. AI is ruining everything. It's actually crazy. It's remarkable what the technology can do, but as we've seen already in many cases, from deepfakes to this nightmare, there's a lot of Black Mirror scary stuff that comes along with the technology. In this case, less scary, more lazy. What they did was they used a bunch of promo material that was just haphazardly thrown together through AI, wasn't even edited afterwards, because it's one thing to use AI to inspire yourself and create kind of a framework for your design, and then go over it in Illustrator or Photoshop afterwards to clean it up and personalize it. No, they just threw it in with garbled English, because as you know, AI can't really handle text or fingers very well yet. I think they are onto fingers now, but pause. But no, I think they have actually figured out hands and whatnot. I think it is just text at this point. That's one of the big hurdles. There's a few other things, but text is the main one. So yeah, you can see that they just put very little effort into any of the promo material, which is kind of that's an issue in and of itself. But then once people actually got to the event, they came to find that there were pretty much no decorations. There was like a big gate that looked kind of cool, and then once they were inside, it was just like a bunch of like chemistry equipment that God knows if they put that in thinking it was like a Willy Wonka thing, or if it was just left over from, whatever the previous business was there. Definitely looks like they were cooking, but I don't know if they were cooking chocolate. But yeah, probably not a good place to take your kids. Didn't look like it was fun. A lot of disappointed people, and the biggest part of it was that people demanded refunds, because I think they were charged like $44 per person, and in that scenario, I think I'd probably want my money back too. So they actually confronted the owner of like the Illuminati group or whatever they're called. Stupid ass name, by the way. Just so goofy. But the Illuminati boys or whatever, they got confronted and they're just like, well, I don't know. I'll roll the clip, I mean.
We guarantee a full refund starting from Monday. Okay, if you do not receive the refund,
I'm going to call the police.
If you don't receive the refund,
Because you're now into... So it's a scam. You've scammed children I've done nothing.
These have scammed kids. That's what they've done. It's a total scam.
If you could start using they, because I'm fuck all today with them and I'm on that camera and you're pointing at me and you're accusing me of something I'm not today with.
But you're here, you're part of the venue.
I've been hired off the venue.
No, you have nothing to do with it.
So again, for the purposes of clarity, the
But he's for the company.
He's for the company.
Aye, he's the company, not that woman.
refunds. Thank you for
Right,
your
we need
time.
it right.
Thank you for your time. Do you think you're going to get rid of us? If you looked at the queue along here with people, parents and their children.
Very, very
Well, we need
sorry.
it right.
No, you're not fucking sorry.
Writing.
Your pal.
So obviously that's a huge mess. I wish there were subtitles because I forgot where Glasgow was, and I can't understand a goddamn word those people are saying. But from what I've gathered from this video, the guy in the front who looks like he doesn't give half a shit about anything, I think he was just hired by the venue as security. That's pretty much what he says, which would make sense. He kind of looks like just a security guy. But the guy in the back, the little shaky, dodgy looking guy, who looks like a scam artist, was running the scam. And he's basically saying like, hey, email for a refund, and these ladies are like, no, like what the hell, like just give us our refund now. And obviously he's not going to do that. But yeah, I mean, this guy's obviously just full of crap. Even the scripts that he wrote for the actors, according to the Willy Wonka actor, were just AI generated. So that wasn't even written. It was just a mashup of a bunch of nonsense Willy Wonka-esque words, and the actor just kind of did what he could with it and, you know, tried to make the most of it. But then once he actually saw the event get executed, and I guess I mean that literally and figuratively, like that thing was dead on arrival, it was very clear to him that it was not going to go well no matter how well he performed. So yeah, everyone's really bummed out about it. The parents are very mad. They're seeking justice. I wish I could say there's a happy ending for this, but as of now, I don't know if there is one. The police were called to the scene immediately after it happened, but I don't know if there was any resolution in the way of refunds or anything like that. So fingers crossed, I guess, as we find out more developments on that. But that said, do your homework. You know, lesson learned. And do not take this as me defending the scam artist. This guy sucks. These guys are degenerates. They were just trying to make a quick buck on the other side of the world. Little did they realize that they made a very funny and viral up, basically. So now they're getting cooked internationally, and they're getting what they deserved. That said, this kind of stuff is happening all the time, and it's just on a way less publicized scale. So you got to be smart. When you're out there, when you're a consumer, if anyone offers you anything that's a really good deal, always take caution. I've been scammed before too. I mean, there's an old expression, if a deal's too good to be true, it usually is. So, do your homework. Make sure that, you know, you don't buy anything online that's like a quarter of the price of what it normally should be, unless you have like proof, you're meeting up with someone to get your back. Like, you know, you just gotta be safe out there. Obviously, there's good people in the world. I don't want everyone to be cynical, but at the same time, you gotta be smart because people will rob you blind if you're not paying attention. So, but yeah, thanks again for watching. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe because I'm trying to make this a regular series. Thanks for your time, and I will see you next time. This has been your host, Lotta Balata, with Mostly Nothing News.